finally, after 3 straight road games, the Philadelphia Eagles are back in Philadelphia at Lincoln Financial Field, but this time they come back with another loss on their record. They are 11-2 after falling to the New York Jets last week. Their only other loss coming on week 5 of the regular season against the Minnesota Vikings, losing that game 45-39 to Tim Tebow and the Vikings. The Rams come into this game at 6-7 at this point on the year, so they are still trying to maybe fight to get a playoff opportunity. So if they lose this game, this could be very harmful to their chances at playoffs. So we will see how the Philadelphia Eagles do. If the Eagles win this week, then they lock up the division. So both teams are actually playing for something this week. And now we'll get this game started. Handoff Stacy. Stacy is then brought down after a 1-yard gain by Connor Barwin. 3rd and 8. Sam Bradford from shotgun. Bradford looking. And Sam Bradford is hit as he's throwing. So that would cause a 3-and-out for the St. Louis Rams. So they'd punt the ball to Philadelphia. And now Matt Barkley on the handoff. Handoff Darius Raynaud. And Raynaud cannot get the first down there. 2nd and 1 for the Eagles. And the Eagles would come back out on 2nd and 1 now. Barkley dropping back. Matt Barkley looking deep for Ted Ginn. And it is almost intercepted. Had Ginn been paying attention there, he might have been able to come with a catch off the tip. So there's Barkley's stats on the year. And now it's 3rd and 1 for Matt Barkley and the Eagles. He pitches back to Darius Raynaud, who is then hit in the backfield and brought down by Cortland Finnegan. So that would be a 3-and-out for the Philadelphia Eagles. So now they would punt the ball back to St. Louis. Sam Bradford dropping back now. Bradford dancing in the pocket, and he is hit hard by Trent Cole, who gets his first sack on the day. And what a play by Trent Cole there to get in the backfield and bring down Sam Bradford. Now Bradford in shotgun on 3rd and 15. Sam Bradford firing deep, and it is incomplete, causing another 3-and-out for the St. Louis Rams. So they would punt the ball to Philadelphia. Now 2nd and 11 for the Eagles. Matt Barkley dropping back. Barkley fires, and he overthrows Ted Ginn by a mile. And it's 3rd and 11 now for the Eagles. And Matt Barkley in shotgun, trying to get this and not have another 3-and-out. Barkley fires deep, and no one comes up with that one. So it'd be another 3-and-out for the Eagles as they punt the ball to St. Louis. St. Louis may still have a chance to be the first team on the board here, so we'll see how they do. Sam Bradford from shotgun. Pump fake. Sam Bradford rolling out to his left, and he fires, and he's got Stedman Bailey, but he cannot hold on to it, and that was on 3rd down. So now another 3-and-out for the Rams as the ball would go to Philadelphia. 2nd and 7. Matt Barkley fires, and it is tipped down at the 1st down line. He was intending that pass for Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And now Matt Barkley dropping back, fires, finds Bryce Brown on 3rd and 7, who trucks a defender and then is dragged down. But Bryce Brown does get the first down on the play. So now it's 2nd and 6 for the Eagles. Matt Barkley dropping back, fires, and he completes his first pass on the day to Riley Cooper, who has a 22-yard gain, or first pass on the day that was not a screen. And Matt Barkley now dropping back, he fires, and he finds Brad Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Brad Smith has really stepped up these past few weeks trying to help this team secure a number 1 seed. And now Sam Bradford dropping back, fires, finds Brian Quick, who is then dragged down after a 6-yard gain on that one. 3rd and 4 for the St. Louis Rams, if I can remember what their team name is. Sam Bradford dropping back. He's almost hit as he's throwing, but he gets the pass off to Stacy. Stacy is down the sideline, then dragged down finally, but a 21-yard gain on that play. Obviously not too good for the Philadelphia Eagles defense there. They're right now on that play, they look like they did last week. Handoff to Stacy, who would get another first down, and that's his biggest gain on the day. 4 rushes, 12 yards so far on the day, and most of them came from that one run. And now Bradford fires and finds Rodriguez, who was hit hard by Brandon Boykin, and Rodriguez has a 9-yard gain on that play. Sam Bradford under center on 3rd and 1. Handoff Darrell Richardson, who is then dragged down after he gets the first down. It's not a very big game, but he does get the first to keep their drive alive. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Sam Bradford shotgun, fires, finds Davis. Ty Zimmerman had a big opportunity to make a nice tackle, but just missed on it completely. Just a rookie mistake by him. Now 2nd and 7. Bradford all alone in the backfield. He fires and finds Austin, who is then dragged down inside the 10-yard line. Tavon Austin, 1 reception, 10 yards on the day. 2 for 5 on 3rd down conversions as they are now on 3rd and goal. Sam Bradford dropping back. Bradford to the end zone. He's got Brian Quick in the end zone to tie this game up at 7. This Rams offense looked very nice that drive. So now we will see how the Eagles respond. Matt Barkley in shotgun. It's going to be a read option. Barkley's going to keep it. He's going to go past the 30, and he's hit and forced out of bounds. But Matt Barkley is injured on the play. So now would in come Nick Foles, who did play a few weeks in the year already off of a previous Matt Barkley injury. And he just has to hand it to Darius Raynaud there, and Raynaud does the rest, getting the first down. And he has 7 rushes for 25 yards on the day. Now, Nick Foles, play action. He's looking. It looks like he's going to throw his first pass of the day. He's going deep for Deshaun, and it's nearly picked off by Cortland Finnegan. Not a very pretty pass, and not a very smart decision there. Now on 3rd and inches, handoff Darius Raynaud, who would get the first down. 9 rushes, 45 yards for Darius Raynaud, as he seems to have been playing, or he has been playing really well in place of LaShawn McCoy, who should be back next week. Nick Foles in shotgun, takes the snap. Nick Foles firing, he finds Brad Smith, but Brad Smith cannot hold on to the football, so now it would force a 4th down. Out would come Dan Carpenter, who has still only missed 2 kicks on the year. The kick is away, and the kick is barely through the upright. 7-10 Eagles, and we will see how this Rams offense responds now. Last drive they were very good. We'll see how they do now. As Sam Bradford fires and finds Stedman Bailey, who was then hit hard by Eric Wolf, I believe. Bradford 7 for 14 on the day. And now Bradford in shotgun on 3rd and 5. Sam Bradford firing deep, and Patrick Chung had a chance at an interception, but could not hold on to the football. So now they punt the ball to Philadelphia. Handoff Darius Raynaud. Raynaud, first play of the drive, would get a nice gain and the first down. 10 rushes, 55 yards for Darius Raynaud. And now Nick Foles, who's still looking to complete his first pass on the day. He fires and finds Riley Cooper, who has been very dependable, especially these last few weeks. Probably our most dependable receiver on the team. And now Nick Foles in shotgun play action, fires for Cooper. But Nick Foles fired behind everybody on that one. That was not a very good pass there. So now that would force 3rd down. Nick Foles comes out. Foles dropping back, firing, finding Deshaun Jackson, who is then brought down right in front of the first down marker. They would come out and measure, and it would be 4th and inches. So out would come Dan Carpenter. Carpenter lining up, and the kick is away. And 2 very long field goals today, and the kick is barely through the uprights again. But that does give the Eagles a 6-point lead. Now last week they were up by 6 and then had, 20 unanswered points scored against them. So we'll see how they do here. But Trent Cole gets a 2nd sack on the day there, as Trent Cole just does the "you can't see me," which that animation, I really hope it's not in next year's Madden. 2nd and 16, Sam Bradford fires and finds Tavon Austin, who is then dragged down by Patrick Chung and another linebacker. I could not see who that was, but Tavon Austin does make it 3rd and 7 for the Rams, as he fires and finds Jones. And Jones somehow, I believe, would get the first down on the play. Yes, he does, as he falls over 3 Eagles defenders to get it. But now Sam Bradford handoff to Zach Stacy. Stacy to the left, and he is dragged down finally. But a nice gain there. 8 rushes, 32 yards for Zach Stacy as we near the 2-minute mark for this game. Now we are at the 2-minute mark. 7-13, Sam Bradford dropping back, firing. And it's intercepted by Patrick Chung. And if I remember, that's his first pick on the year, and we are in week 15. So that pick is very big for Patrick Chung and this Eagles team as they get a chance to extend the lead before halftime. Now Nick Foles fires and finds Darius Raynaud. Nick Foles has still not led them to a touchdown, as Darius Raynaud would get a nice gain there. 2nd and 3 now for the Eagles. Nick Foles in shotgun. Foles dropping back. Foles fires, and he finds Cooper, but Cooper cannot hold on to it. So much for dependable, I guess. And now it's 3rd and 3 for the Eagles, and we will see what they do here. They are 2 for 6 on 3rd downs. Nick Foles under center, dropping back. Nick Foles fires, and he finds Ted Ginn, who is then across the 5-yard line, brought down at the 3, and about a minute to go. And Ted Ginn just got them into very good range. Play action. Nick Foles rolling out, and Nick Foles dropping way too far back. He's hit, fumble on the play, recovered by James Laurinaitis, and that is huge for the St. Louis Rams. But there would be a challenge, and the Eagles would get it back. So now 2nd and goal from about the 20. Gives it to Cooper, who is dragged down at the 10-yard line, or 8-yard line. 3rd and goal for the Eagles, and we will see if they can score here. Nick Foles dropping back. Foles fires for Austin Safarian Jenkins, and it's nearly intercepted. Deshaun was kind of upset, I guess, that the pass didn't go to him. So now they come out and attempt a field goal, and Carpenter puts it right through the middle. 16-7 going into halftime. And the Eagles passing just needs to get better. They need to get the ball into the end zone, or else you can't have field goals kicked all day, or else the rest of the team's just going to play bad. Can't talk, apparently. Darius Reynaud does get a nice gain there, though, and gets a 1st and 10 set up for the Eagles. Nick Foles from under center. Handoff Darius Reynaud. Reynaud across the first down marker, and he is dragged down at about the 45-yard line. 13 rushes, 82 yards. Nick Foles from shotgun now. Dropping back. Fires, and he's got Deshaun Jackson. They are moving the ball very good now. And in just the first about 3 minutes, they are already in Jets territory. Nick Foles dropping back. Foles firing deep for Ted Ginn, and he's got him in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 23-7 now. Philadelphia Eagles are up. And that is a huge play for the Eagles. Maybe get some momentum going as they plan to go for it here. Make it a 21-point game. Nick Foles fires, and it's nearly intercepted. So scratch that 23-7. It's 22-7 Philadelphia Eagles, as Sam Bradford's got to get something going, or else this team's going to be out of it pretty quick. As he finds Stedman Bailey, who is then forced down by Brandon Boykin. Bailey only 2 receptions for 8 yards on the day. 3rd and 8. Sam Bradford dropping back. Sam Bradford firing and overthrowing everybody. Make it a 4th down for the Rams, and they would punt the ball back to Philadelphia. Nick Foles dropping back. Foles would fire and the ball would be caught by Deshaun. I'm still not sure he held on to that, but 3 receptions, 32 yards for Deshaun Jackson. Nick Foles under center, handoff Darius Reynaud. Reynaud gets caught up in his own blocker, but is able to get the 1st down as Janoris Jenkins on the tackle. At least I think that's his name. And he has 5 tackles on the day. Now Nick Foles in shotgun. Looks like Nick Foles going to run the read option, but this time he's going to let Reynaud keep it. And Reynaud gets a very nice game there. 16 rushes, 101 yards for Darius Reynaud as of this point on the day. And now, after a huge holding penalty, it's 2nd and 21. Now 3rd and 21 for the Eagles. Nick Foles dropping back. Where's he going to go with this? Nick Foles fires, and he finds Austin Seferian-Jenkins, who really just fights to get it into field goal range. They kind of gave up on that play, really. So now out would come Dan Carpenter for, I believe, his 4th attempt on the day. And the kick is away and good. 25-7 Eagles now. So the Rams have to get something going, or else this is going to get very ugly very quick. I've said this in several games this year that the other team need to get something going, but this Eagles defense has just played tremendous all year. And now 3rd and 10 for the Eagles. I mean, for the Rams, not the Eagles. As Sam Bradford comes out in shotgun. Bradford's going to drop back. He's under heavy pressure. Gets it out to Stacy, who is somehow able to get past the entire Eagles secondary. And Ty Zimmerman somehow misses that and then misses the tackle, as Brandon Boykin is the one that has to drag him down. But Ty Zimmerman missed 2 very crucial points in that play. As Sam Bradford drops back, fires, finds Richardson. Richardson would fight, and he would almost get the 1st down. Apparently, they're going to give him the 1st down. I thought he would stop short. Now 2nd and 20 after a holding penalty. Sam Bradford drops back, finds Stedman Bailey, who gets a 13-yard gain on that one. 3rd and 7 for the St. Louis Rams. I cannot get my teams right. As Bradford drops back, and Bradford is hit by Ty Zimmerman, who kind of makes up for that missed tackle earlier to force a 4th down for the St. Louis Rams, as they would now come out and attempt a field goal. And Lynch on the hold. The kick is away, and the kick is good. Jordan Lynch was a 1st-round pick, and most of the quarterbacks we saw go in the 1st round have not had the starting job. So I don't know what teams were thinking, but now handoff Darius Reynaud, and Reynaud gets a nice gain there. 3rd and 7 for the Philadelphia Eagles. The Rams trying to stop them to get their team back the ball, and they desperately need that. Nick Foles now from shotgun. He drops back. Fires, finds Bryce Brown. Bryce Brown is able to drag a defender across the 1st down marker, and there would be a Ram injured on the play. But now 1st and 10, handoff Darius Reynaud. Reynaud up the middle, and Reynaud gets the 1st down. 19 rushes, 117 yards for Darius Reynaud. But like I said before, LaShawn McCoy will be back next game, and he will be the starter. Nick Foles dropping back. He fires deep, and he's got Deshaun Jackson, who's got the 1st down and a lot more. 4 receptions, 60 yards for Deshaun. And our offense sure missed him while he was gone. He returned last week from an injury. And now Nick Foles dropping back, firing, finding Ted Ginn, who gets a nice gain on that one. there's our red zone stats. Those are not very pretty. 5 trips, a touchdown, and a field goal. Now Nick Foles, handoff, Darius Raynaud. Raynaud up the middle, and Raynaud is dragged down at the inside the 5-yard line. 21 rushes, 125 yards for Darius Raynaud now. As Nick Foles drops back, and Foles dancing around in the pocket, and he is hit hard. So that would make it 3rd and goal. James Laurinaitis on the sack. Nick Foles from under center. Foles, incomplete. I don't know where in the world he was going with that ball. He tried to throw it off his back foot and was awful. So now it would come Dan Carpenter for, I think, his 5th attempt on the game. I'm not positive of this, but he's came out several times today. So now it's 28-10 Eagles. And now it's kind of a normal score. Before it was not, but now it just looks like a normal football score. Sam Bradford dropping back, fires and finds Stedman Bailey, who is then dragged down. Stedman Bailey, 4 receptions, 36 yards on the day. Sam Bradford from shotgun. Bradford dropping back, firing. He finds Stedman Bailey again, who is then forced out of bounds by rookie defensive back Chris Davis. So now in shotgun again on 3rd and 2. Sam Bradford fires, and Davis, that is not Chris Davis, but their Davis cannot hold on to it. So that'll be 4th and 2, and the Rams are going to go for this. About 7.5 minutes to go. Handoff Richardson, he would get the first down. So now the Rams have it 2nd and 20 after holding call. So that really did nothing for them. As Sam Bradford drops back, fires, and he finds Huff, who gets it a 10-yard gain. His first catch on the day with Josh Huff. And now about 6 minutes to go. Bradford fires. He finds Huff again. And Huff is then dragged down by Brandon Boykin. And Boykin, had he missed that, he would have had the first down. 4th and 2 now. They'd come out to kick a field goal. And the kick is away and good. And now the Eagles have to run off about 5 minutes of clock. We're going to see if they can do just that. On 2nd and 5, Nick Foles drops back. Foles looking. Foles firing. He's got Riley Cooper on a very nice game there. Cooper, 4 catches, 70 yards on the day for him. So he's had a very good day. There are the passing stats. And even with him coming in the middle of the game, Nick Foles has played very well. As now Foles is going to run it. And Foles gets the first down, and they've eaten a lot of the clock already. They've eaten about 1.5 minutes out of the clock now. And now with 2 minutes to go, really all they need is another first down, and it could be very well over, as that play had taken the 2-minute warning. And on 3rd and inches, handoff, Darius Raynaud, Raynaud to the outside, and Raynaud gets the first. And now here, all they need is the first down, and it's over, as Darius Raynaud would fight and get that first down. There is the final score. 28-13, Eagles take down the St. Louis Rams. Nick Foles is the player of the game, somehow, even with kind of mediocre stats like that. But still, great game by the Eagles. The defense played tremendous, much better than they did against the Jets. But the way our defense played last week does slightly worry me for the playoffs and how we're going to hold up to teams with very high-powered offenses like the Green Bay Packers, who are also standing at 12-2 now, or 11-3. They are one of them. But either way, we will most likely meet them in the playoffs. I'm kind of looking forward to it, to have a big challenge. But there's the final stats on the day. One other note, Matt Barkley will be out until the playoffs. So these next 2 games, we will have to rely on Nick Foles to take us into the playoffs. But this is Teenage Night, and I'm out.